Hello everyone and welcome to Melrose Tech Tips. Today I'm going to be talking about MagicSchool AI and some of the tools that are on here. Now, there are a lot of tools on this website that can help teachers both save time and create content, but I'm only going to hit on a few of them today. I just encourage you to go in and explore it because there's a lot of really good stuff on here, and I'm going to hit on a couple of them today. So the first one I'm going to hit on is the vocabulary generator based off of articles or text that you may be reading in your classroom. So we're learning about the science of reading in the elementary. I know the high school is as well, and how important it is to pre-teach some of the tier 2 and tier 3 vocabulary that might be going along with that story to help them better comprehend, and along with that article to help them better comprehend what they're reading. So let's say I've got kindergarten and I want 5 words to define, to talk about, and I'm going to paste the actual text in there. And now MagicSchool AI will pull out the vocabulary that you might want to pre-teach to that grade level. So here it says woodlands, wild turkey, Minnesota, towns, cities. If I say, well, I want to make sure that I'm hitting all the vocabulary, maybe I need 10. You can generate that too. And now it's got woodlands in there. It might even, I think creatures pops up, yep. Hammocking. So different things that you might need to pre-teach vocabulary-wise in order for your students to understand at whatever grade level you're going. Same thing, if we're going through and I'm sticking on that reading kind of thought process, I can also use a tool that will rewrite the text at a level that that fits your students. So if you read an article and you're like, I really like this article, but it's just a little too hard for my group of students, you can take that article and let's say I want 2nd grade, and I can paste that article in there, whatever text I'm using, and it can rewrite that story in a way that they still get the main gist of what's going on, but in a way with vocabulary and words that make sense to that grade level. So it can regenerate text. So if you are reading the newspaper and you see something that you like to bring in your classroom, but again, you think it might be too hard or too simple, it can rewrite that in a way that meets your students at where you're at. So I think that's a really cool tool that you can use in your classroom in regards to reading. Another one that I think is great is this one has student work feedback tool. So this is a newer one that you have in there, but you can describe, and I have it kind of pre-done in here, you can describe what your assignment is and how you plan to grade that. So you can put your different rubric titles or your rubric components into this area right here in MagicSchool AI, and you can put the students' work. So you can actually copy and paste their work and put it in here. And if you click generate, it'll give the student feedback, or feedback that you can give to the students. So you can, instead of coming up with all that feedback yourself, it can give you really at least a good start. So there's usually an 80-20 rule where maybe you use 80% of it and you've got to kind of add 20%, but it can give you a good foundation of what feedback this student needs in order to meet the standards that you've set. So I think that's kind of a cool tool for teachers as well. I'm meeting with some of the English language department this week. They were talking about AI and kind of the difficulty that goes with, especially when you're evaluating student writing and their work and what's theirs, what's AI. So MagicSchool actually has something that says AI resistant assignment suggestions, where you can describe your assignment and the grade level that you teach, and it will give you some feedback on how you can make that more difficult for the AI side of it to generate content for your students. So it makes it less usable for your students, so that you know that they're doing the work and it's not AI in your classroom, which I know is a big concern for a lot of teachers. But those are just some of the tools that are on here, and again, I encourage you to come in here and look at this because there's a lot of good stuff. Background knowledge for comprehension, you can talk about the topic or the standard that you're using in your classroom, and it'll tell you what background knowledge you might want to use, and even provide you with some lesson ideas on how to teach that background knowledge. You can paste YouTube videos in here and it'll generate questions based off that YouTube video. So I know that we've got sites that do that before, but just really good stuff. You can even, if you're a joke person and you're starting your day with a joke, you can say, oh, 8th grade, generate some jokes for me. And then you have some jokes to tell your class. So just, again, really cool tool for teachers. A lot of stuff on here, and it's updating. It's always adding new things for teachers, and once they understand, okay, this is what teachers need, they provide a lot of new tools to help teachers, again, save time and create new content. So MagicSchool AI, encourage you to check that out. A great tool for you to use in your classroom.